24 hours after one of the most memorable Royal Rumble finishes in history, with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels in their first high-profile clash in 10 years, perhaps building more anticipation to a Michaels vs. Taker match than any other currently available in the company. The WWE was set to officially kick off the road to WrestleMania 23 with accelerated momentum since the start of 2007, including the 4 most watched Raw and SmackDown shows in a year, and with Rumble winner Taker expected to officially set up the originally planned first ever Taker vs. Batista title match targeted for most of the past year. The Raw title shot was still up in the air following Triple H being written off the card with Shawn Michaels after heating up significantly following the Hunter injury in the feud with Edge and Orton to draw some of the most watched segments of WWE television of the year in the past 2 weeks. Now the top contender for the Cena title match, with them starting the build-up in Raw's opening segment, kicking off with a 3.9 rating and over 5 million viewers, building up 3 potential challengers for the Mania title match with Edge, Orton and Michaels, all targeting the shot, with talks in the company varying from going with 2 babyface versus babyface angles for the WrestleMania title matches, or have Cena face the 2 top heels in Edge and Orton, with Michaels being moved to his original role on the card as part of the Trump vs. McMahon angle, setting up the top match of the night with Vince booking Orton and Edge to defend the tag belts against Michaels and Cena in the main event, with Raw after the 3.9 opening quarter seeing an unusual viewing pattern during the first hour, remaining at almost the exact same 3.9 rating and 5.1 million viewers range, with no movements for the first 3 quarters from 9 to 9:45 p.m. Featuring outside the opening promo segment 2 matches of Cryme Tyme against Hassan Benjamin, followed by Melina vs. Maria, with a series of backstage skits of Edge and Michaels hyping the tag titles match, along with the headline segment of the night with Vince McMahon's Fan Appreciation Night set for the top of the hour, with the 3rd match seeing the company building Umaga back up after losing the last man standing match to Cena last night, with him set for a major role on the WrestleMania pay-per-view card now that Michaels was moved to the title picture and Hogan's negotiations with McMahon slowed down in the past month. Vince McMahon came out for the hyped Fan Appreciation Night segment in front of another sold-out crowd in the Texas market, with the company continuing the strong momentum to start 2007, selling out 3 consecutive major venues on back-to-back nights totaling over 50,000 people. Following the Rumble pay-per-view in San Antonio on Sunday to Raw in Dallas tonight and the joint SmackDown and ECW TV taping in Houston on Tuesday, with Vince thanking the crowd for making him a billionaire before gifting one person in the crowd his April 2006 Muscle and Fitness magazine cover, and after setting it up by calling him out for almost the past month since starting the angle on January 1st, with him saying that Donald, as the host of The Apprentice reality show, stole his "You Are Fired" catchphrase. Donald Trump showed up on screen for the response, telling Vince that the crowd is not gonna appreciate him giving a photograph of himself to one fan in the building, saying that perhaps he knows Vince's audience better than he does, before one-upping McMahon to drop a rain of legit money promoted as the entire crowd ticket sales gate of the over 16,000 at the American Airlines Center, further built up by Vince telling the crowd that it's fake Monopoly money before revealing it as real cash in a strong angle to take the program to the next level, with the first McMahon-Trump confrontation, despite crossing only 3 minutes past the top of the hour, was enough to drive the quarter to the highest rated of the night 4.4 rating with over 5.9 million viewers, indicating that the Vince-Trump angle likely spiked huge for the duration of it to carry the entire quarter, which mostly featured a throwaway Carlito and Crazy vs. Masters and Kenny tag match. After the peak for the McMahon-Trump segment, Raw's second hour saw a gradual slide on the way to the main event, with the hour overall driven by the two big quarters of the night taking place during it, averaging over 5.6 million viewers, and a slight drop of the 10 to 11 p.m. hour of the past 2 weeks, but outside of that still the most watched hour of Raw since August, and with the company moving past him to reset the top of the card over the past 2 weeks. Triple H, after starting recovery from his quad surgery, commenting on missing his first WrestleMania since signing with the company, saying that he's hoping to return earlier than his similar 2001 injury due to it not being as severe as it was back then, with his tendon tear this time according to his doctor easier to repair, noting that Vince McMahon came back from a worse injury in both quads in 2005 to stop any rumors of him at 37 years old potentially deciding to retire from wrestling on a full-time basis, targeting SummerSlam as his return date while putting over the rejuvenated Shawn Michaels in his recent singles run, saying that he's been on fire with as much momentum as anyone in the business. Randy Orton and Edge vs. Shawn Michaels and John Cena for the tag titles. Going through the last commercial break in the final quarter went over 15 minutes in the main event, with Michaels on perhaps as hot as any run in his career since his July '97 to March '98 peak, with the feud against Rated RKO heating up significantly in the follow-up of the Triple H injury to the hottest angle in the company after peaking every show in the past 3 weeks to strong numbers. Continued on the night for the fourth straight week, with the Michaels and Cena vs. Orton and Edge tag match gaining over 800,000 viewers throughout to peak at a 4.8 rating with over 6.3 million viewers, making it, along with the Michaels vs. Rated RKO handicap match on January 15, the joint highest rated segment on WWE television since the 4.9 rating for the Hogan return segment in a confrontation with Orton last August, although with less viewers per home compared to the January 15 show, which peaked at over 6.6 million viewers, to still hold the most watched segment of the year so far, with Raw overall in what is traditionally one of the biggest shows of the year coming off the Rumble pay-per-view drawing the highest rated draw in 6 months with a 4.2 rating, while viewership, despite holding steady with over 5.4 million viewers, not matching the 5.6 million it drew in the year-high broadcasts of the past 2 weeks, adding another twist to the now almost officially set Cena vs. Michaels WrestleMania title match, with them winning the tag titles, followed by a major cliffhanger finish with Rumble winner Undertaker making a rare Raw appearance to tease him going after Cena's title instead of the expected Taker vs. Batista first time ever match planned for the majority of the past year, setting up another major segment with Taker's decision said to be revealed next Monday.